who is Benjamin Scott. And he's 10 years old. He goes to Springbank Primary School, and his favourite sports are rugby and cricket, pool and soccer. And his favourite player, and that's who he's just led the team out with, is Headingley. So he was disappointed the game was called off on Friday, but he's quite happy now on the field with his heroes. We hope you enjoy yourself here today, Benjamin, and hope you have a great day, and hope that Leeds come up with a victory for you. So an important fixture for both sides. Leigh hoping to stay on the upward trend, as it were, after some good convincing wins. So, and Leeds a big match host today, and we'd like to wish them all the best out of the whole group, and we'd like to extend a warm welcome to them and hope that they have a good evening here at Headingley. Well, I'll run through the teams for you. For Leeds, Alan Tate is at full back, Jim Fallon, Gary Schofield, Craig Innes and Simon Irving in the three quarters, and Gary Schofield switches to number 3 in the absence of Kevin Iro. Simon Irving is on the wing. Graham Allred comes in at number 6 with Gareth Stevens. Sean Wayne, James Lowes, Paul Dixon the front 3, Andy Goodway, Gary Mercer, Ellery Hanley make up the pack. Lee Ireland and Steve Malloy are the substitutes. The referees, Mr Robin Whitfield. Well, I've got Mr Derek Disley with me from the Leigh Club. Derek, would you run through the Leigh team for us?
Thank you very much, Stuart. Good evening, everyone. Stuart said a very important match for both sides, and for this evening's fixture, Leigh will line up as they did on Easter Monday when they defeated Salford by 46 points to 20, and the Leigh lineup is a 1 David Ruane, 2 Simon Booth, 3 Troy Clark, 4 Dean Hanger, 5 Duncan Platt, 6 John Gunning, 7 Paul Rowley, 8 Lee Hansen, 9 Andy Ruane, 10 Tim Street, 11 Andy Collier, 12 Simon Baldwin and 13 their skipper John Pendlebury. The Leigh substitutes at 14 Jason Donoghue and 15 Scott Martin. Back to you, Stuart.
Well, thank you, Derek. So Leeds, after that good win at Castleford, will be hoping to get back, or keep on the winning trail, as it were, this evening. A tremendous victory against all the odds down at Castleford. Never easy to win at Weldon Lane, and the Leeds defensive stint was probably on a par with the best of the season. And Leigh, they have improved considerably, as Derek was telling me before, since the arrival of their coach Steve Sims. They've played 8 and lost 8, a remarkable turnaround. So it's going to be Leeds to kick off, and they're going to be playing from left to right. Gary Schofield in the unfamiliar role as far as he's concerned, now centre. Only one outing at centre in the last couple of seasons, and that was at Wembley in the World Cup final. So Graham Allred gets the responsibility of kicking off. And the ball just rolling over there in the sand. So Allred gets the game underway. Picked up there by Duncan Platt. Straight in there, 3 men in at the tackle from Leeds. And Leeds and Leigh, of course, fought out that exciting draw at Hilton Park in December. Tremendous performance on that day in atrocious conditions, so hopefully the weather beats tonight. And Tim Street immediately breaks through, and a lovely tackle from Gareth Stevens. Moving out wide now. Hanger. Dean Hanger. And Tim Street again, and they're looking for a big game this evening, Tim Street. A lot of top coaches, first division coaches looking for prop forwards. Tim Street, a big game today, would do him the world of good. And I'm sure Leigh would be equally keen to have him for next season. And Jim Fallon looking on there. So really no need to touch that ball at all there, Jim Fallon, did it?
No, all the Leigh chasers were offside. It was a good kick and it was a good chase, so no pressure for Fallon. He just had to let it bounce and take the ball and run it clear. Leigh have opened with a good 6, head and ball at the scrum, and a great opportunity from the first minute.
So Gunning. There's scrum then going to Leigh. They're attacking on that 20-metre area. Looking to switch play there. And bordering on obstruction from Rowley, scrum half, but referee quite happy. Again, a good driving there by the prop, Lee Hansen. Oh, if Leigh move that ball, Leeds have What a good tackle by Simon Irving there, with a man to spare on the overlap there, Leigh, and not using him. Could have brought the opening points. Leigh will bring that ball back. Headingley, lovely ball there, and that's going to be a try straight away to Leigh. Alan Tate won't stop him. So a lovely move there after Leigh had worked the ball out on the right-hand side, just bringing it over straight, passing along the line, did it?
Well, sure, you expressed my thoughts over there when they had the extra man and didn't use him, but full credit to the visitors. They've spread the ball out the width of the field. Andy Collier's found the open space, and something new for Leigh going ahead. They conceded a try as early as the second minute against Salford on Monday, and they always seem to get a poor start. I hope this is not a bad sign for them, doing things from the front and taking the lead so early on. Good try, Andy Collier.
So all right again, trusty left boot. And a tremendous game here against Featherstone Rovers. Hansen again now, and that's good hard driving there up to the 20-metre area, and a good tackle from James Lowes. Collier. Tim Street. Right. Good way in at the tackle. And taking 3 men to bring him down, Tim Street. It's good forward driving. Oh, and a big gap opening up again there for Pendlebury. Slipping the ball. So they'll have a scrum there. Well, a gap opening up there nicely for John Pendlebury, and not the best of passes.
No, the final pass let Leigh down on that occasion, but it looks as though Leeds are going to get the opportunity to play with the ball in their hands for the first time in the match. But referee Robin Whitfield not happy with this scrum. I think there was a Leigh foot got involved there. But it'll be Gareth Stevens to feed the scrum.
Ball out to Leeds. And Allroyd immediately goes through a gap there and finds Innes. And Innes will have the legs, will he? He's going Craig Innes, so this could be a try to Leeds. And Innes over immediately there. So straight from the grace of the scrum, the young standoff did ever so well there, did it?
And certainly did young Graham Allroyd. We've all seen him on television on his first team appearances, but he did the job on that occasion, and Innes finished well. There's nothing better for Leeds to have done than to have scored the first time they've had the ball in their hands. That's the way to hit back at their opponents. Level things up at 4 points each. Could we be in for a high scoring game, Stuart? Less than 6 minutes and 2 tries.
So Irving just takes his time. Important kick this. Put Leeds ahead if it goes over. It's spinning towards the uprights, and that's a tremendous kick. So that's Leeds going 6 points to 4 in the lead with that conversion there to Simon Irving. Mercer. And good running from Gary Mercer over the 20-metre area. Fallon comes in the field looking for work. Sean Wayne had a big game at Castleford, Sean Wayne, and again driving well there. Dixon. And Dixon will play that game straightforward as he has done all season. Stevens spots the gap, ducks under the tackle, but just makes progress into the Leigh half, and it's the last tackle coming up. So all right, then we'll put the kick in. It's a high, spinning up and under. Picked up there by Rowan, and almost through the gap. Rowan there taking a high ball with no problems, no real pressure on him.
No, he really made it his own, and he was unlucky really, because they had to stand back and give him the yardage, and he almost found the open field. Leeds were quick to close the gap on that occasion.
Hansen then will take the ball forward, but only as far as Paul Dixon. That's a good tackle from Dixon. And again, 3 Leeds men in at the tackle: James Lowes, Hanley and Gary Mercer. So Leigh working the run around here, working the move, trying to get men out wide. Good tackle from Schofield. Ruane's in the line again. And Innes looking to wrap up the centre there, Dean Hanger. And Hanger certainly taking some pulling down. That's good running there from the youngster. And Leigh with a newfound confidence under Steve Sims, and the kick will come in from John Pendlebury. And Jim Fallon will watch this ball, and it won't run dead, so Fallon will have to pick it up. Oh, and a good tackle there on Jim Fallon. Alan Tate then. Sterone almost through the gap there, Tate. Mercer. Well, Leeds 3 tackles there in their set of 6 and still on the 20-metre line. Dixon. A good calling for the ball there from Leeds. Good way. And brought down, and Leigh certainly tackling well this evening here. So that ball's back for Tate, and Tate will launch a kick downfield. That's a superb kick. But that's going to... well, it's not going to run dead. And the Leeds chasers up there, and good tackle coming in on number 2, Simon Booth. Hansen again. Spins out of one tackle, and Allroyd and Schofield bringing him down. And Gary Mercer in there at the tackle. 10 minutes gone still. Leeds 6 points to 4 in the lead. And tackle on Troy Clark. So Tim Street sets his stall out there to run down the middle of the field, and still going and can't get the ball down as Hanley holds onto his legs. And a knock on there. Well, that's a 6th tackle, a bit of turnover. So Leigh just making a bit of a pig's ear of that one after good work from Tim Street, did it?
Yes, they didn't play the ball well, and Andy Rowan had taken his eye off the ball. No way Paul Dixon played that one, but referee Whitfield allows play to continue. Both teams settling down now. Look as though we're in for a good contest, Stuart.
Yes, that's right. Good work run around there. Andy Goodway on the burst. That's a lovely ball to Tate. Oh, and a great tackle there, and superb work from Simon Booth. Spotted what Alan Tate was going to do there and stopped a certain try, I think. Mercer then will run. And again, Booth looking lively on that right wing. That's good work move from Leeds. Hanley knows himself. So Leeds have Paul Dixon running out wide as Allroyd puts the chip in and chases it himself there. And a good pick up from Duncan Platt. Certainly not frightened to try the unexpected, is Graham Holroyd. And good tackling again from Lowe's. Player running from acting half-back. Lost the ball there in the tackle. So referee says that's a knock-on, and I've seen 1 or 2 of those given us ball stealing this season, did it?
Certainly have, Stuart. Most occasions I think that would have been given as a ball stealing, but unusual feed from Gareth Stevens. The ball went through his legs.
So Stevens then will work the scrum for Leeds. Referee having harsh words with the front rows. Stevens using the short side with Schofield. Schofield again ducking and weaving there. He takes in quickly, finds James Lawes, and James Lawes will do the forwards job of driving forward this time. Stevens looks for the gap, goes himself, he's almost through there, Garrett. Oh, and you slip the ball, and the man obviously called for that ball there. There's Stevens complained immediately to the referee. Old man there, the youngster. And it's Leigh back on the attack with Hansen. Tim Street. And the tackling coming in there from Hanley, and James Lowes. Pendlebury. And the master of opening up the almost tightest of defences, John Pendlebury. And Leigh certainly playing attractive football. And Rowan. And that's going to be a try there. That's a superb try there. Chipping over the Leeds defence, caught flat-footed. Wonderful try out on the far side there.
Well, Dean Anger was the try scorer. There's certainly nothing looked on when the kick came in. It was certainly a speculative kick, but it hung superbly for him, and he just managed to get there before his wingman Simon Booth. Brilliant try from Dean Anger. Great individual effort, Stuart.
Interesting to note that Leeds have only lost twice at Headingley this season, to Wigan and St Helens. I'm sure they won't want to lose this evening to Leigh. So again, Hanson will run the ball. And Leeds will certainly need to sharpen up on defence and stop Leigh from making these midfield breaks and offloading the ball in the tackle. Pendlebury again. Tim Street there and the ball coming out now. Try Clark coming inside, but he's well wrapped up there by Hanley and Schofield. A great run again there from Tim Street. Pulling that ball wide now as Leigh looked. That ball pushed down is for Alan Tate. Tate picks up on the bounce and the run. A lot of room there. Alan Tate, the kicking and chasing game from Leigh. First class this evening. Fallon. Dixon run onto that ball really well there and broke the tackle of number 12, Simon Baldwin. Rose finds Gary Merson. Tim Street's in the way. Mercer still going, can't get the ball away. Stevens again, oh, and straight into Tim Street there. There's nothing if not brave, Gareth Stevens. All right, spots the gap. Looks to go himself, can't get the ball away. Up to the last tackle. Laws will kick from acting half. Ball bouncing up for Duncan Platt. Good tackle on Clark, that's Goodway. Used to find his play at Castleford, Andy Goodway. Was telling me after the game that he'd never ever lost at Castleford, not even as he's put it when I played with Oldham. Alvin. Wrapped up and brought down there. Pendlebury now brings Tim Street on the gallop. And taking 3 Leeds men to bring him down. That's a good props display tonight from Tim Street. And the kick finds Jim Fallon. And Fallon breaking through there, but he'd already decided to pass to Tate. And swinging down from John Gunning, Simon Irving. Leeds ringing the changes, trying to find a way through the Leigh defence. Simon Irving coming in from the wing. Sean Wayne. Oh, and he's put that ball down. And Leigh back in possession, so Leeds making unenforced headers this evening and landing back possession to Leigh. And David Ruane just taking some pulling down. Cunning again. And Leigh setting up position now on that 20-metre line. 4 more tackles to go. Plenty of possession in this first half. Breaking through there, Simon Baldwin. Leeds will have to defend and will have to defend well. Hansen. So move coming up here. And Platt's goal behind Platt. So good football he playing this evening, did it?
Certainly, I sure that was a very intricate move, but they did manage to work the man on the overlap, although the final pass wasn't good enough and Duncan Platt couldn't take it. But full credit to Leigh, they're not afraid to take Leeds on. They certainly belie their lowly league position.
So Fallon coming in. Leeds pinned down here for long periods in the first half. Dixon. So Leeds will try and work a move and set something up on that far side. Good way. Stevens finds Gary Mercer, looks for the gap Mercer, but up quickly Leigh. 3 men into that tackle. And Leeds have struggled to make progress at all from the scrum. And all wide's boat. Gets play back down to the corner. And again that sits up nicely for Andy Rowan. And runs at Craig Innes. Leeds could do with a good tackle instant. Keep Leigh down here so that they're kicking on the sixth tackle from deep. Platt. Tim Street now for Gary Schofield and manages to slip the ball in the tackle. To Duncan Platt. Pendlebury. Oh, and Pendlebury and a master of opening up the gaps there, but that ball's gone to ground. Leeds defence just hanging off John Pendlebury. And a good half break from Andy Goodway. Mercer. Well, he's using the short side. Sean Wayne's got Schofield with him. Just takes the drive. Holroyd. Just suspiciously forward past that one from Graham Holroyd. Looking for the run round with Hanley, and Hanley's got Schofield in support. Dick Lowe's. Schofield again. And Fallon now with room to run in. As strong as Jim Fallon in those positions, and he puts Leeds back in the lead. So Leeds there, always likely to score that side from the moment Gary Schofield backed up Hanley, did it?
Yeah, certainly did. They combined well in the middle of the park and they unlocked the Leigh defence on this near side. They stretched them. Full credit to Leeds for that. They've been under the cosh a little. They have really had them under pressure at the other end, but they've stuck to their task well and come back to go ahead for the second time in the game.
Leeds are bringing off Sean Wayne and bringing on Steve Malloy, and he'll be doing press this evening. And Irvin's kick's a belter. So Leeds 12 points to 8 there, and Simon Irvin's fetched his kicking books with him this evening. I've been very impressed with Tim Street this season. And lots of people have been impressed this season with Steve Malloy. Got his first Great Britain cap. Oh, a good tackling from Hansen on Dixon. That's Andy Goodway looks for the gap. Through the gap and couldn't get the ball away. Taken Schofield coming up there, but couldn't get the ball away. All right, we'll put the kick in. And floats that down to the corners, and again they're lovely weighted kicks there. from Graham Allroyd, and he's up quickly to make the tackle from his own kick. And being pushed back there. So Leeds will want to keep Leigh penned up here again, not fall for any of Pendlebury's tricks. Simon Baldwin. The clean game, not a penalty awarded so far. And that's how it should be. Tim Strait wrapped up this time. Well, he had 10.5 minutes of possession in these first 26 minutes. Pendlebury putting that ball out of the back door. That was a good play. Leigh have actually lost ground. Up to the last tackle, and so Leigh will look to kick deep now. With Gunning. Tate picks up there and looks for the gap straight away, Alan Tate. But spins out of tackles, and Tate now, there's plenty of room there for Alan Tate. And he's got Hanley with him as usual. Will Hanley have the legs? He'll certainly have the strength. And Hanley just a yard short there, and Leeds piling on the pressure now. Schofield holds the ball up now for James Lawes. Lawes stepping back inside. Oh, lovely break from Alan Tate. Hanley in support as ever. But this chance has gone now for Leeds. Stevens not able to control the ball, and Leeds have actually lost the momentum. Steve Malloy will drive. Looking for a big game this evening, Steve Malloy. Contract up for renewal at the end of the season. Gareth Stevens. Jinks goes himself. Can't get the ball away, but up to the last tackle, so what looked like a certain try for Leeds has gone begging at the moment, but Hanley's got the ball now, and when Hanley's got the ball, you can never discount anything. Hanley again. Warney one boot. And still enough pace and enough strength with only one shoe on there to score off Schofield's pass. So really, Leigh were in for a try there almost as soon as the break was made from Tate.
Well, I think, Stuart, they really had to score from that position, from the break that Tate made. It was last-ditch, desperate defence from Leigh that kept Hanley out on the first occasion. It was only justice that the try scorer should be Ellery Hanley. He shrugged off 2 or 3 would-be tacklers in this corner, and Leigh could be beginning to feel the pace of the game a little at the moment. Not used to this pressure week in, week out. But no doubt they'll stand their ground and come back. They won't fold. They've not given the game up yet.
Yes, and Leigh won't fold, and they won't give the game up, and they've got some notable scalps under their belt this season. Some great victories. And good work from Hanley there. That's his 33rd try of the season. Not a bad crowd here. Leigh brought a good number of fans with them this evening, and this match rearranged, of course, from Boxing Day. From well, Leeds a mistake straight away there from the kickoff, allowing the ball to go dead. A good kick there from Leigh. So this match rearranged from Good Friday, not Boxing Day. Graham Allroyd will drop out. It spins straight into the arms of Duncan Platt. And Platt runs forward, no reason to pass. Will try and use Hansen on this short side. Good tackle from Andy Goodway, and Hanley in there, and Lawes. Leeds certainly tackling in numbers now. The ball went backwards, says the referee. And certainly looked a good decision from up here. The best position, of course, in the ground. Oh, Leigh opening Leeds up there like a tin of sardines. That's superb play again from Leigh there, just backing up on the inside throughout, did it?
Well, certainly kept the ball moving in both directions. They reversed the direction of play in centre field and then came back inside yet again. But it's the support play that made the try, and full credit again to Leigh. Like I said, they won't give it up, Stuart, and they showed from that they can play some of the best rugby in the rugby league. Superb play.
Can you imagine Leigh playing that style of football under sumptuous Kevin Ashcroft? And he certainly made a difference as Steve Sims. So 31 minutes gone and Leigh right back in the game if they were ever really out of it. 16 points to 12, and this is the simplest kick that Platt's had. He converts it, so it's 16 points to 14 then. And Leeds will be disappointed with the first half performance here this evening. A great performance at Castleford on Monday, tackled everything that moved, and today they've regularly bought the dummy. And left gaps down the middle of the field.
Should say, Stuart, that did come as a result of the Leigh kickoff, which Leeds allowed to go dead, and Leigh capitalised on the position.
Yes, a mistake from Leeds, and Leigh have in possession again. They've had loads of possession in this first half. Hanson charging downfield and making progress over that 20-metre line, which is always the yardstick to judge good drives out by nowadays. Pendlebury again. And Leeds will certainly have to stop Pendlebury from patrolling the middle of the park with ease. And Street there, just looking to have no answer at the moment to this offloading the ball in the tackle. Well, that looked a forward pass from the crowd's point of view, but I can show you that's right where we were, and it was nowhere near forward. Again, Rowan and using the ball, Leigh. And again slipping the ball out of the tackle. And meant to spare here, and Schofield. And Platt coming in field, and again Leigh with yards and meant to spare here. Well, certainly running Leeds ragged at the moment. Tim Street. Hanson again. A good way intercepting for Leeds. And Gareth Stevens just took his eye off the ball, so Leeds making all sorts of unenforced orders this evening. And a good tackling stint will be required now if Leeds are to go in at half-time with a lead. It's the second scrum of the game to Leigh. Penalties even at none, and the scrum's 3-2 to Leeds. But Leigh, that have had the lion's share of possession in this first half. Put down this time, and Leeds will gratefully fall on it, so a bit of scrappiness just creeping into the game at the moment as both sides trying to force the passes. Mercer. Malloy. And running straight there at Tim Street. Dixon. James Lowes spots the gap, goes himself, very strong James Lowes. He can't get the ball away. Leeds now 30 metres from that Leigh line, pressing. Ball's out to Graham Holroyd. Holroyd finds Schofield. Back inside, Stevens. Stevens has to take the tackle. Hanley quickly in at acting half. Will find Schofield, and Schofield goes himself, Schofield. And Holroyd is in for the try, so Schofield taking matters into his own hand there on the sixth tackle, and Leigh just holding back and waiting for the kick, I think, did it?
Yes, they gave Gary Schofield too much space on that occasion. Like you say, Stuart, I think they were expecting the kick, they were covering for the kick, and Schofield just took advantage of the situation. Full credit to the international.
The crowd applauding Gary Schofield. That's the fourth Leeds tie this half, but as far as they're concerned, or as far as Doug Lawton is concerned, the three that they've conceded will be of more importance to him. Irving strikes it well, converts. $22 points to 14. Yes, 36 points, as Derek says, in 36 minutes. We're in for a high-scoring game if this carries on. Stevens takes the ball, finds Mercer. Again, that's good running from Mercer. And Leeds really needing now, I think, to take this game by the scruff of the neck. Fallon. Steve Malloy, that's running out wide. That's good running from Malloy up to halfway there in 3 tackles Leeds. And the Leeds supporters, some good voice behind the post to our left. Graham Allroyd's in the middle of the field, looks for the gap. And the support came up there too quickly for Allroyd. He was looking to make the ball available. Hanley. Lowes. Just pushes men off James Lowes. That's good running from the hooker. Allroyd. It's a cross-field kicking, that's for Innes to chase. And almost there. Lovely clever kick there from Allroyd, did it?
Yeah, he certainly saw the situation. Craig Innes was quick to respond. Just a little lucky bounce for Leigh on that occasion, and David Ruane got the first hand to the ball.
Yes, and he positioned himself well there, did Ruane. Read the situation well. And Leigh then coming away with this ball now with Hansen. Lowes bringing him down, just 30 metres from the Leigh line. Again, Leigh have this habit of pulling men away from the middle of the field with the man in possession running to the side. Hanger's kick. Average Jim Fallon, picked up by Alan Tate. So Leeds then looking for a run now. Jim Fallon. That brought down. Good tackle from Pendlebury. Steve Malloy. Tim Street hanging on to Steve Malloy. Battle of the heavyweight forwards. Stevens there throwing the dummy, going himself, but the gap closing up immediately. Lowes with Schofield now. Dixon. Hanley. Hanley just couldn't get the ball away. Schofield in support, so Leeds certainly looking to make progress. Schofield hoists up the bomb. That'll be a knock-on. And that'll be a heading ball to Leeds, so coming up to half-time, that could be an important missed catch there, Derek.
Certainly could be. He went for it, tried to make it his own. He certainly got first hands to it, David Ruane, but couldn't take it. What Leigh don't want to do now is concede any points in these closing minutes, if they're to have any chance in the second half.
So Stevens will try and work the oracle. Innes. Schofield, Allroyd again now. And there goes a hooter. So Leigh managing to hold out there, and I think Leeds would have tried probably a different move had they realised that the time was going to be up so quickly. But as it was, a run around with Graham Allroyd didn't come to anything, and it's Leeds that go in with a 22 points to 14 interval, and it's been all tries in this first half. Collier had a try for Leigh, and then Innes had a try straight away. Irving converted, it was 6 points to 4. Then Hanger had a try, and it was 8 points to 6. Then the Leeds swapped hands again when Fallon had a try. So good work from Schofield and Hanley. Irving converted, and Hanley had a solo try, 16 points to 8, and Leeds seemingly go home in the clear, but they missed the ball from the kickoff. Resultant drop out. Leigh scored with Gunning, 16-14. Then Allroyd scored a try in the 36th minute. Irving converted, it was 22-14. So join us for the second half shortly. We're just about to get the second half underway. Leeds leading Leigh by 22 points to 14. Very entertaining first half, did it?
Certainly was, Stuart. Plenty of points, plenty of tries. I think both coaches will be quite happy with the points that their respective sides have scored, but I think they'll both be a little concerned with the way they've conceded points. So I think the talk in the dressing room at half-time on both sides will be to tighten up the defences.
Yes, it will. And not to, from Leeds' point of view, not to buy any of the dummies and offloaders such as John Pendlebury in the middle of the field. And Leigh have been caught napping a couple of times on the 6th tackle, which won't have pleased Steve Sims. Malloy, that's good running from Malloy, and good Wayne support there, but Malloy couldn't get the ball. He did the right thing in the end. Good running from Leeds, taking play into the Leigh half of the field. Stevens finds Allroyd. Stevens again. And Tate's in the line, and he's got men with him. He has to take the tackle, Alan Tate. Covering Alan Tate not quite on the same wavelength there as to what was happening. It's a good kick from Jimmy Lowes. So the scrum will form. It'll be head and ball to Leigh. 41 minutes gone then in the first half. Scrums went 4-2 to Leeds, and that's become 4-3 now, and the penalties, well, no penalties at all yet in this game, which has been a great clean game, open football on both sides. Wayne trying to make the extra man from full-back. But he's pass a bit wayward, and Hanley. And again, Leigh. Oh, losing ground there, so. And annoyed there is John Gunning. But really no need to be forcing the passes at this early stage of the second half, John.
No, certainly not, Stuart. They just need to play the 6 really to get themselves back into the game in this second period. Now they've conceded head and ball 30 metres out. Leeds back in possession.
Schofield's run around there, and Tate hanging on for Grimneth there. Alan Tate using the short side with Simon Irving. Oh, good running from Irving. Mercer runs across field, straightening up now, but well brought down. Trying to put Andy Goodway through the gap, but again Leigh defence is rock sure this evening. Malloy drives into the 20 metres, and we're up to the last tackle now. Lowes finds Stevens. Stevens running with the ball back inside to Allroyd. The gap's opened up for Allroyd there, and Hanley's in for the try. He is. So Allroyd poaching the try there, really out of nothing. The gap just seemingly opening up there for Allroyd.
Yeah, I don't think Leeds opened Leigh up on that occasion. I think they just opened themselves up. Leeds seemed to be going nowhere, and then Leigh just seemed to be caught standing around ball watching, and in the end Hanley's in for his second try.
43 minutes then on the clock as Simon Irving looks to convert. He's took it back to the 20 metres, and he's about 25 metres in. Strikes it through the uprights. 28 points to 14 then. So that's just the start that Leeds wanted in this second half. They worked the ball well from the kickoff and got into a position, and then Leigh trying to force the passes as they'd done in the first half successfully, put that ball down over there and paid the ultimate price. Again on the last tackle, conceding the try. And good work from Graham Holroyd. Mercer up to the 20 metre line again. Fallon comes in, looks for the break. Dixon running out wide. Oh, good powerful running from Dixon. Lowes carrying, and Leeds have got a roll on at last here. That's good play. Allroyd looks to go himself there. Spotted that the cover was moving up quickly on the outside, cutting off his route for his passes. So again, Steve Malloy will take the ball on, take the drive, and up to the last tackle. Leeds just seen Leigh quarter, Leigh half. Allroyd spoke to ball, and that spins down, and again that's a good kick because that's holes up. Leigh having to pick that ball up and nowhere to go there. For Simon Bowles. Dean Hanger. It's Andy Collier. Tim Street now looks to... This time Leigh just settling for the drives, and midfield wants Leeds back. And again Leigh moving that ball out of the tackle. Up to the last tackle, and Leigh just inside their own half of the field. Is that going to find touch? It's going to run dead, and does indeed, and it'll be a 25-metre tap. So the Leeds will run quickly with Dixon. And Paul Dixon just making excellent yardage there. Makes the hard yards down the middle of the field. Dixon with regularity. Another one there, Mercer driving in. Gary Mercer spotted that he'd no marker there, played that ball to himself. Picked up by Innes. So Leeds again, James Lewis finds Stevens, Allroyd. For the run around there. Stevens into Tim Street. Tim Street's policed Gareth Stevens well this evening. He'll know he's been in a game, will Gareth. But he certainly won't stop coming. Hanley. Lewis puts the kick in. And finds touch. For both sides just in the settling down period at the beginning of the second half, didn't it?
Yeah, certainly Leigh have not got back into gear yet. I think they're still in the dressing room. We're going to make a substitution now, and we're bringing Scott Martin on to replace Simon Booth. So I think that must be an injury. But no doubt Martin will go on the right wing.
So Martin coming on for both. So Leigh get the ball out of the scrum. Gunning, should I say. 47 minutes gone, Leeds 28 points to 14 in the lead. Troy Clark. Bites the dust under the weight of Ellery Hanley and James Lewis, Steve Malloy, Hanson. Tim Street now. And again, that's good tackling from Leeds. 3 men in. Running, brought down there by Dixon. Up for the last tackle, and Leeds have certainly kept Leigh pinned back here in the boot. Will be the way forward for Leigh. Fallon allowing that to run into touch. To be a heading ball at the scrum. And a fair contingent of Leigh supporters to our right, Derek.
Yeah, certainly not without support once again. They don't draw very big crowds, but they have almost as many spectators that go away as do to home matches. So the lads much appreciate that as well, the players on the field. And they're here in numbers once again this evening.
Leeds winning the scrum. Fallon looks for the gap. Something untoward there happened in the tackle that the crowd didn't like, but Hanley. Dixon again now looks to run at Tim Street, and Leeds making hard yards, and it's good tackling from Leigh. Steve Malloy. Picked up by Alan Tate and looks for the gap. Tate straight away there. Innes. Leeds losing ground now and on the last tackle. And back for Allroyd to put the kick in. Allroyd picks his spot. And well picked up there by Rowan. And again offloading that ball in the tackle. So Leigh now, chance to put some pressure on Leeds. Set of 6 in the Leeds there. And good football again, and jinking and weaving, and Lost the ball in the tackle. And knock-on, says Bobby Whitfield. So Leigh not respecting possession in this second half as they did in the first. They've given that ball away early in the tackle count. Jason Donoghue coming on for number 11, Andy Collier. And a live wire scrum half, Jason Donoghue. And a tremendous game against Sheffield Eagles. All right. Good tackle from Gunn in his opposite number there on all right. Nick Mercer. Schofield. Good way, looking to offload, but interfering there at the play of the ball. That's not a very good decision from Robin Whitfield. So be heading ball to Leigh. Donoghue will feed the scrum. And that's out to Leigh. Troy Clark. Three-man tackle there, and Tim Street. So Leigh have meant to spare over on that left-hand side if they can work the ball quickly to the left. Gunning. Hansen. Well wrapped up there. Good tackling from Allroyd and Hanley. Gap spotted there, and again Leigh looking to move this ball. That's good football. Leeds defending now grimly in their own 20-metre area. There's Leigh to fan this ball out to the left. Oh, and three-man overlap there as Schofield went for the interception and not using it, Leigh. Leeds back in possession. They're not using the overlap there, did it, Leigh? Three men over on Gary Schofield went for the interception.
Now with Schofield going for the interception, he brought Fallon into play as well, and I think Fallon forced the Leigh man inside and the chance was lost. Full credit to the Leeds defence.
So Leeds finding it hard at the moment to make the hard yards down the middle of the field. Simon Irving, the next one to try, but he's... And there's no gaps at the moment for Leeds. Steve Malloy. Oh, and he's put that ball down. That's going to be a try. So Leigh gratefully accepting the drop pass there. Number 4, Dean Hanger.
Yes, an unforced error. Leigh created the first try of the second half for Leeds by trying to force the play, and on that occasion Dean Hanger, I don't think, can believe his luck.
We've seen Leeds those big leads like this at Headingley in the last few weeks. The successful conversion is from Platt. For 28 points to 20. The Leeds have certainly conceded tries from mistakes as they did at St Helens, and made no mistakes really at Castleford, just the one when the try was scored again. So certainly contributing to their own downfall in the last few matches, Leeds. And that's good running there from the prop, and good tackling from Leeds, and almost trying to bring him into touch. And Leeds back in, and another enforced error there. Unenforced error, should I say. Gary Mercer it is who'll try and redress the balance as far as Leeds are concerned, and Lowe's finds Steve Malloy back to Lowe's, just falling there over a pair of outstretched Leigh legs on the previous tackle. So Leeds at the moment going nowhere. Schofield got Hanley with him. Hanley looks for the gap. Oh, and it closes up Pendlebury in quickly. Alan Tate there. Hanley now finds Stevens. Stevens, all right. It's for the run around. The pass is knocked down by Leigh. Well, Robin Whitfield there. What on earth's he doing, Robin Whitfield? Because he didn't look like he was going to give the first knock on to me. Dick, he looked like Robin Whitfield had completely missed that interception.
Well, he certainly, not only did he miss it, his touch judge on the near side must have missed it as well, because he's consulted him, and they've gone to where Donoghue knocked on the second time. So, yes, a bit of slackness there from the match officials. It just adds to the excitement, Stuart.
Yes, it does. It would have been certainly had something to say in the South Stand had that one been allowed to stand. All right. Steve Malloy. Dixon using that short side, bumping men off, but can't get away from the tackling, and Leigh sensing an upset here. To the 60th minute now, or almost. And Tate's in the line, that's good football from Leeds. And Leigh making the tackle. Well, Leeds have a man. 5-6 men laying really deep here as Gareth Stevens will find Schofield. Good. Simon Irving coming back inside. Can't get the ball away up to the last tackle deep in Leigh territory. Just 10 metres from that line now. Schofield and Hanley look to work the Oracle. That ball kicked too strongly there by Ellery Hanley, and goes dead. And Ruane. Tim Street. Alan Tate back in possession for Leeds. And pulled down, good tackling there from Donoghue. Simon Irving puts his head down, charges for the gap. Mercer. Schofield tries that chip over himself there. Oh. Chip just not coming off there for Gary Schofield, but it was a good attempt.
But no, in the last couple of minutes, Leeds have tried two variations of the kick, with the Hanley kick that went over the dead ball line, and certainly Leeds have brought a bit more variety to the play, and variation in this second half, and caught Leigh out on a couple of occasions now.
Donoghue works the scrum, and he's got pace to spare as Donoghue, and that'll be a try. I can't see anybody having to catch Donoghue. He's going, but Hanley's got back there. What a tremendous athlete he is, Ellery Hanley. Wonderful play from the scrum. Lost the ball there. And Robin Whitfield awarding a penalty try. Well, it's difficult to see what that's for. It's for some form of obstruction. So Leigh right back in this game now. And didn't see what that was for at all, did you?
Well, certainly we were following the play. Well, I presume you were, Stuart, and it appeared that Troy Clark had been tackled short in the corner and had attempted to get over with a double movement. Where the penalty try comes in, I don't know, but I don't think the Leigh supporters will be complaining. We're back in it.
Yes, certainly are. A great break from Donoghue at the scrum. So 20 minutes left for play, and all to play for now as Platt's kick goes over. So Leigh will now certainly smell even more the scent of an upset. Donegal. Oh, that's a good tackle from Irving. 28 points to 26 then, and certainly the penalty tries fired Leeds up as far as the tackling's concerned, and it needed something. And difficult really to see what the penalty try could be allowed for there. It's in the opinion of the referee, the try would have had to have been scored. It's funny that the penalty try should be awarded in a game when there's been no penalties whatsoever. That kick will roll dead.
Well, back at the centre, just as the kick-off was being taken, I think Robin Whitfield's interpretation was that Gareth Stevens had held the shirt of a Leigh player who would probably have scored had he been in a position to take the ball. I don't think Leigh were aware of that, but I think that's the interpretation, Stuart.
So Leeds now rabbiting down the field in the middle of the... Gary Mercer and Leeds put in some strong running now. All right. Just takes the tackle there in the middle of the field, right on halfway. Headingley as he waits to come from acting half. Stevens. And brought down, and Leeds struggling to make any impact against his solid Leigh defence. It's a high spinning ball, and Leeds all running up there. And Goodway just catching the ball, and that'll be the turnover. So Leigh will work possession. Across the shoulder of Tim Street there. Paul Dixon. Pendlebury. Wrapped up by Goodway. Winning tries to chip over. And that will beat everyone and running to touch. So it's come form in the Leeds 20. The 64 minutes gone, and Leeds just have that 2-point lead. Simon Irving. Oh, that's a good break there from Simon Irving. Innes now to take play on. And quickly, that's good play from Leeds. That's quick playing the ball. Fallon. I thought Fallon had passed to Schofield then, but he'd lost the ball. He caught it again on the full. Schofield's running around. All right. Mercer's through the gap, is he? But Dixon certainly is. Charging, taking play in at 20 metres. Leeds with a real roll on here. And the men to spare on that side if they can get the ball across. Hanley's chosen to go back inside. An interception there for Leigh. Nice. Number 12, Simon Baldwin, so Leigh back in possession. And a knock on there. I thought Leeds were looking scorers on that far side, Hanley came back inside and the position was lost.
Yeah, they certainly tried to work the move again, and Leigh fell for it, but it didn't work out for Leeds on that occasion, and then Leigh have squandered a good opportunity to get back at their opponents with that unforced error once again.
Allroyd. Trying to go himself to him, Allroyd, from the scrum. Tate. Worked well this evening, Alan Tate. Schofield finds Dixon. Some coming back in field. Well, Leigh, some last-ditch tackling, but it's all coming off for Leigh at the moment. Leeds just can't get the close. Takes a tackle into that 25-metre area, 20-metre area. Then now Allroyd. There's a kick in there. That's for good way to chase. Oh, and a good play from Leeds. Lovely kick and chase there from Leeds.
Certainly was once again a variation in the play through the kick. I said that earlier, and they've done that quite a few times, and a lot of variation in the kicking game in the Leeds ranks in this second half, Stuart. They've put the pressure on, but I think Leigh would settle for that at this stage, just to try and attempt to weather the storm.
Yes, and Leeds have certainly come back strongly since that obstruction try. Alan Tate safely picks up the ball and will run that back with purpose. Mercer. And Leigh certainly up quick at the play of the ball. The acting halfbacks really work well. Steve Malloy. Pushed to the ground. Leeds could certainly do with a trying to goal now just to steady things here. And again, good tackling from Leigh. Last-ditch tackling. Alan Tate. Hanley. Still going, Hanley. Can't get the ball away. That's good tackling from Leigh. Up to the last tackle again, and Leeds have. Well, that's got to be holding down there, Robin Whitfield. James Lawes tries a chip through. Picked up for Leigh. By number 1, David Ruane, and chance goes back in again for Leeds. Allroyd pulling him down, quickly in at the tackle. James Lawes. And again, Leigh just working that ball up the middle of the field. They don't want to try anything stupid at the moment that will give possession back to Leeds. They're only 2 points behind. Donoghue, live wire. Jason Donoghue. Tim Street now. Clampman and ball. Up to the last tackle. It's a high spinning ball. That's for Alan Tate, is it? Tate allowing it to bounce. And Fallon allowing it to bounce, and Tate makes the tackle, so almost to try the Leigh again there.
Yeah, a variation of the kick once more, and Leeds almost fell for the sucker punch then. Leigh just didn't have the power to get over the line.
A great tackle from Alan Tate. Saved the day as far as Leeds were concerned. Dixon now will run hard. And a good tackle from Donoghue. Mercer. Leeds looking to get a roll on here with Steve Malloy. Innes. Irving, that's good football from Leeds. Irving cutting back inside. Can't get the ball away there, and to the last tackle, and Leeds trying to move the ball now. Stevens through the gap, he's put that out, and Leigh pick it up there, and on the last tackle, so really nothing much anyone could do there. Pendlebury finds Plattou's come inside. Just hanging on there, Hansen. So into the last 10 minutes now, 9 minutes to go, and Leigh fancy the chances of an upset here today. Tim Street's wrapped up and he's held to the last tackle, so it's interesting to see what Leigh do on this last tackle. Alan Tate safely under that ball, takes it on the full. Can't step the kicker. Innes in field looking for work. Hansen doing a bit of flopping there, and that's hurt Craig Innes. Slow to regain his feet there, Dixon. Spinning round in the tackle, but not really able to get that ball away. Leeds will look for Hanley. And he's hurt that shoulder again, I think, there in that tackle. It's been causing him some problems this season. Steve Malloy. And Leeds now up to the last tackle again as Schofield finds Allroyd. Allroyd puts a high spinning kick up there and safely taken by Rowan. And again, moving that ball off, and Platt now. He's got no one with him, he'll have to turn Alan Tate, and Dixon comes back and completes the job. Gunning. Oh, and he's dropped the ball. So again, Gunning just losing possession here at an important time.
Certainly did, Stuart, and Leigh just making the unforced error at the wrong moment once again. They're withstanding a lot of Leeds pressure, and they're giving as much as they get in when they have the ball in their hands, but they need to play it with 6, and they're not using the 6 tackles at the moment.
One time passing by. Stevens. Jim Fallon trying to Andy Goodway. James Laws picks up, finds Innes on this space to run in. Just has to take the tackle there. Laws again. Stevens, Allroyd. For the gap, a hard tackle from Tim Street. Hanley. Leigh well fired up, Leeds again up to the last tackle. Schofield. It's a cross-field kick, and that's for Irving, and good way to chase. And well picked up for Leigh by number 15, Scott Martin. And Wayne just making yards from acting half. Innes puts his shoulder down and tackling hard, Leeds, and Hansen. Leeds will try and stop Leigh from moving the ball out of the tackle. Tim Street. Up to the last tackle, so the kick will come. That's going to be the turnover. Leigh trying something different on the 6th tackle there, Derek, or do you think Jason Donoghue wasn't aware that was the 6th?
I'd hope he wasn't aware about it really, Stuart, because Leigh have conceded possession in their own half, which is a dangerous thing to do the way Leeds are playing at the moment.
This Leeds certainly running with rampant force, can't get over the try line. And Dixon bursting out of tackles. Laws will go, but he slips there. James Laws. So Leeds now. Quick pair of hands across the field. Hanley. Throwing Whitfield, that's a generous 10 metres, is that? Schofield. Inside balls for Alan Tate. That ball stolen there in the tackle. Surely that ball wrenched out there, but not according to Robin Whitfield. Flat. 76 minutes, so the last 4 minutes, and Leigh trying to make progress down the field. Leigh at last get a look in possession in the Leeds territory. Pendlebury, long balls out there for Duncan Platt. Platt puts the kick in. That falls nice for Alan Tate. Simon Irving looks for the gap now. Lawes finds Fallon and the wingers infield. And again, James Lawes now will take that play on his own. Still going. Oh, and Leeds have put the ball down, and that's dangerous now. But if Leeds score now, there'll be no time left. Jesus. Ball coming across now. So Leigh with 4 tackles to go, just inside the Leeds quarter, 77 minutes gone. Yes, and pushed into touch. That's good play from Leeds. Oh, timely tackle there, did he?
Yeah, a bit of poor play by Leigh on the outside. They had Leeds rocking a little on that occasion. They've certainly come back well from all the pressure that Leeds have put on them. They're standing the ground at this point in time, and I think it's a question of the survival of the fittest in these last 2 minutes.
This referee stopped the clock. Tim Street coming off. He's had a big game. He's tired, I think, in the last quarter of this game. No penalties except for the penalty try. And Paul Dixon gets the Leeds man of the match. 10-9 the scrums. Sorry, 10-6 the scrums. And Leeds just winning that scrum there. Mercer. Good way. Well, James Lawes just... Leeds certainly don't want to be conceding possession in their own half of the field. Essentially, Alan Hanley just tightening things up. Steve Malloy. Up to the last tackle, so what will Leeds do here? James Lawes kicks, and that ball will spin and it will go into touch, will it? Does indeed. So a good kick from acting half-back, and that's driven Leigh right back to their own line.
It certainly has put Leeds where they want to be playing these last 60 seconds, Stuart. It's got to be length of the field stuff now for Leigh to pull this one out of the fire.
Yes, and they've worked well and hard, Leigh, so I wouldn't rule out a break from Jason Donoghue. And Platt there brought down. So Leigh get their 7th scrum of the game, and there's a gaps here on the outside, but Leigh taking up the hard yards in the middle of the field. And there goes a holder, so Leeds running out winners here by 28 points to 26. But all credit to Leigh, what a fantastic comeback they made after being down and out at 22 points to 14 at half-time, and it was 28 points to 14 when Hanley had his second try on 43 minutes after good work from her. Holroyd, Irving converted, 28-14, Oman try, but then Hanger had a try for Leigh. Platt converted after Leeds had spilled the ball in their own quarter, and then an obstruction try awarded under the post. The conversion, no problem for Duncan Platt. 60 minutes, and the last 20 minutes the game's been scoreless, but both sides have had various tilts at the line, and Leeds running out winners by 28 points to 26. Leigh will be disappointed with that, Derek, but a great performance.
I think they certainly will, Stuart. They stuck to their task well to the end of the game, and they restricted Leeds to 6 points in the second half, and those came in the opening 3 minutes. After that, it was a tough defensive display from Leigh, and they came out with 12 points at the other end. Yes, I think they'll feel disappointed. The supporters have had the money's worth on both sides. We had 7 tries in the first half. We talked about defences being tightened up. That was reduced to 3 in the second half. But full credit to both sides for some good open rugby and some solid defence. A worthy win, I suppose, for Leeds in the end, but a great effort from Leigh and a great game all round.
And so that's Derek Disley from Leigh there. So on behalf of myself, Stuart Duffy and Derek from Leigh, I'd like to wish you good night with the news then that Leeds have defeated Leigh here at Headingley by 28 points to 26.